Hello and welcome to the channel High Class Cthulhu. They know you needed help, so they sent me, and I am not getting on with my left eye at the moment. I think it hates me. It just wants to leave. It's odd. But anyway, we are playing. Yeah, I timed that. That was preparation. We're playing Resident Evil. We're going to be playing as Jill, and I'm going to leave you for quite a while because there's a lot of cutscenes interspersed, so I will leave you with that, and I'll see you in like 7 minutes or something.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we're searching for the helicopter of our compatriots Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of our mission.
You haven't found it? No, I haven't found it yet.
Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. Bravo Team went to the hideout of the group and disappeared.
Look, Chris!
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
Hey! Come here! Joseph! No! Don't go! Jill, run for that house!
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
What is this?
Wow, what a mansion!
Captain Wesker, where's Chris?
Stop it! Don't open that door!
But Chris is...
What is it?
Maybe it's Chris. Now, Jill, can you go?
I'm going with you. Chris is our old partner, you know.
Okay, let me handle this. Stay alert!
dining room. What? What is this?
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Barry?
What is it?
Watch out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of this. What is it?
Kenneth was killed too. Maybe by this creature. Anyway, let's report this to Wesker.
Wesker! Help me look for him, Jill. And don't leave this hall for the time being. Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
Beats me, too.
Now it's Wesker's time to disappear. I don't know what's going on.
Well, it can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Okay, I'll try the door on the opposite side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could get into trouble if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And Jill, here's a lockpick. It might be handy if you, the master of unlocking, take it with you.
Thanks. Maybe I'll need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. This time I'll be there.
And we are back. I didn't want to interject in the sporadic cutscenes because there's some amazing iconic lines in there. What a mansion, master of unlocking, and there's many more to come. This is going to be a guide. I feel like most people probably haven't played original RE because the remake exists. So we'll do what we got to do. There's differences between Chris and Jill. Jill, you get a bigger inventory space, you get lockpicks so you can get in some rooms faster, but mostly you get Barry, and that is why we're playing as Jill. It's just, you need to do it. We're playing the PS5 port. It's free, so I don't know why you wouldn't play it. It's fine. It's any PS1 games look weird when you up-res it. Characters' faces just shift around, and it's a bit creepy, but it's fine. It's got some good save state systems, and it's fine. This room, we're not going to go in the path down there. It just gets you to waste ammo. If you're playing as Chris, you can't come this way straight away. You need a key to get in this, but Jill can lockpick. And we have one of the first scares. Dogs. You can stay and kill them and move some of the chests on the side, and there's some clips, but you'll waste more ammo, so really not massively important. This is the first time Jill looks like an actual human. We also have a first herb. We have a first aid spray. I never use first aid sprays in any Resident Evil because the later ones, I think 2 onwards, you lose rank at the end if you've used first aid sprays. So that's just like drilled in my head that you shouldn't use them. So I never ever do. Also, remake is in my head, so rooms like this, I'm expecting things that just aren't in them. So I may get confused with certain things because, you know, I played remake more recently. I probably played original RE way more times, and I kind of know it. I lose a little bit of my knowledge as we get closer to the end of the game, but the early stuff is pretty solid. Also, the recommendation is to come this way straight away as Jill. Barry will save you from a trap coming up. If you meet him at a different location, it can stop him coming to save you, so you then essentially have to do what Chris does anyway. So, you know, we want the shotgun early. And as Chris, you need to do a little puzzle where you get a broken shotgun and you weight this switch down. Otherwise you just get crushed to death in the next room. But also again with Jill you get Barry, and he's the best in every situation. It is strange in the opening where you see like the actual real people, actors. It shows you Rebecca, which you will never see if you don't play as Chris. I guess they assume you will start as Chris. But if you don't play Chris, you'll never meet Rebecca Chambers until you play RE0. And we're stuck, and we're definitely it's all over. If we were playing as Chris, we would be doomed. But as we came here straight away as Jill, we do get a little cutscene. I don't know when it's going to trigger though. Come on, Barry.
Hey, what's going on?
Jill? Is that you, Jill? What happened?
Barry, help me please. The door won't open. Quick!
Stay away from the door, Jill. I'm gonna kick this door down. Hurry! This way!
Oh, Barry!
That was too close. You were almost a Jill sandwich.
You're right. Barry, thanks for saving my life. But Barry, didn't you say you're going back to the dining room to do some research? Why on earth are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Now, let's get back to searching for the lost captain and Chris, shall we?
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah.
Very suspicious, Barry. We're not going to do spoilers, you know. We'll do all the story as it comes along. We have our first 2 real zombies. Things to know about zombies: once they're downed, unless they have a little red pool that comes out of them, they're not dead. Also, this whole game has a lock-on feature. So, also to know, you can turn away from an enemy and hit R1, and Jill will pop to an enemy. And if they're on the ground and they're still alive, she'll still pop to them. Once they're dead, they kind of stay dead. Enemies will respawn later on in areas, but for the most part, killing enemies will mean that area is safe for at least a little while. We also have the shotgun, which if you aim it upwards, I think we do it to this guy. If you aim it upwards, it'll get a critical instantly and pop the zombie's head, meaning it's just gone instantly. It's a 1 bullet kill. I think it's pretty much guaranteed. And he's back up. Pretty much guaranteed to get the headshot. Just aim the stick up. We're coming up to the first save room, which for some reason doesn't play the save room music. If it did, I would let you hear it. I would be quiet, but it just doesn't play in here for some reason. Not sure why. Save rooms, there is 2 in the mansion, one on the east wing, one on the west wing. Has a typewriter, which you're never going to see me use, ever. This little bag of chemicals is a puzzle item we'll keep on us. It also has the save box, or the item box, a magical box that will allow you to teleport items across the world. It's pretty impressive. But we're pretty much never going to keep herbs on us unless I know we're coming up to a boss. And always usually 2 weapons. And usually room for, you know, items. You want as much room in your inventory as possible so you can grab puzzle items. It's one of the weird things about original Resident Evil. It's essentially just like a point-and-click adventure with a little bit of shooting. It's mostly very simple puzzle solving. Again, we're not going to see. This is going to be one straight run. It takes about 4 hours to beat this game. You don't need to save. Unless obviously you don't know what you're doing. There are sometimes I forget what items are meant to go where, so sometimes I'll travel back to the safe room and I'll edit out that little run back. You don't need to see me just run back to put some like herbs in a chest. I have a hoarding problem. I like to hoard herbs, even though I know I'm never going to use them. Here we have our first, I guess, puzzle. First real puzzle. Picture is entitled From Cradle to Grave. There's a bunch of pictures on the wall. Each depict a different period in a person's life, and you have to click them in the right order or the evil crows will attack you. It's pretty simple. I don't remember what order they're meant to, I don't remember what one's what. I think it's newborn baby, infant, young man, middle-aged man, old man, dead, I think. Maybe. It's weird, obviously it's not a spoiler that obviously the zombies are infected by the T virus, and the T virus also affects animals. It makes crows hostile or trap related. Like, these crows won't attack you until you mess up the puzzle, and then they know to attack. Weird as hell. It also obviously affects the dogs. It makes them rot, and every other animal it makes like giant. So I don't know why. I know a lot about Resident Evil, but I haven't. Have I played every game? See, this and Remake I played a bunch. 2 and 2 Remake I played a bunch. Nemesis I think I beat once or twice. It's not really fresh in my head. Code Veronica I've never finished. RE0 I finished once. RE4 I've finished more times than I can count. 5 quite a few times. 6 I've never finished. Didn't enjoy my time with that. So if we ever get that far, that'll be an interesting time. 7 and 8 I've also played a lot. So we'll get to them. Some I will need to refresh my mind. Didn't really need to do that with this one. It's all up there. It's all in my head. Simple puzzle. Just hit, you know, baby, infant, young man, middle-aged, old man. And then you get an emblem. Is it an emblem? Emblem? It is the star crest, not an emblem. To get out the back door of the Spencer Mansion, which I'm pretty sure it's not called the Spencer Mansion until Remake or the later ones. Like in this, Umbrella is kind of just is Umbrella even mentioned until later on? We're obviously part of the STARS team, a bunch of young soldiers. Chris is 25 and already been in the military. Jill's 23, and she was like a renowned cat burglar. I think that's in the S.D. Perry novels. I don't know if it's ever actually said in Resident Evil. We're just clearing this dog out. Just get him out of the way. Well, I hope we see one up close, because they've just got like a googly eye, like stapled on the side of his head. You know they're dead because they did a little sad dog yelp. Just to make you sad about your life choices. Be careful with ammo, obviously. Conserve ammo for now. Later on we will get an insane amount. If you know what you're doing, it's not too bad. I really first, I thought, not the first time, because I played this for the first time when I was like, must have been like 8. I was very young, so I don't remember what I thought the first time I played this game. But I remember coming back to it and thinking you would need to know where to put each crest, but it auto sorts them for you. Weaving backwards and forwards through the mansion is pretty great. You kind of get it down in your head and where every room is. But the problem is, as I said, I've played Remake more recently, so thinking there is some things in some rooms, it's going to get confusing. I did think about taking out all of these little transitions, but I think they add a lot to the game, and I just really like them, so they're staying in, and you can deal with them. These two guys, there's one here and one around the corner, we're just going to shotgun them. Certain enemies take obviously more damage to certain weapons. Jill gets the pistol, the Beretta, the shotgun, the grenade launcher, and the Colt Python, the Magnum. I don't know if Chris, he gets different. I'm sure he doesn't get the grenade launcher. I'm sure he gets a different gun. Who knows? I don't even know where I was going with that. I've just stumped myself. Oh yeah, I was saying different enemies. There are some T-virus monsters later on that take a bunch of damage to like acid rounds from the grenade launcher. Some do a ton of damage from just the flame rounds. I'm not even sure if I used the flame rounds this whole game. Bosses almost universally take massive damage to the acid rounds. There's a few bosses. I don't think we'll see one in this episode. No, we definitely won't. It's the following one. This is our explore the mansion, find everything we need, work it all out, unlock as many doors, clear it out as best as possible. Listen to some wonderful music. Just run away from zombies. I pretty much universally clear out every room. There, you can run by some zombies, and there's a few places I almost run out of ammo, and I will have to run past them. There's no like universal, this is how many bullets a zombie takes. Some zombies will survive all 15 bullets of like a clip, and that sucks. This room just gives us information about herbs. Yeah, botany book. Let's read. As you may know, there are many plants that have medical effects. Since ancient times, humans have been healing wounds and diseases using various plants. In this book, we're going to sample 3 herbs that grow around Raccoon Mountains. Oh my god, I didn't leave myself time. Each herb has different colours. There's the green ones. They do physical. The red doesn't have any effect by itself. But if you mix it with others, it gets strong. And there's also a blue one that, makes everything stronger and gets rid of poison. I thought I left myself time to read all these. I didn't, and I'm foolish. It's just a little bit how healing works. Yeah. Red, green, blue. Green standard healing. Red improves the strength of other herbs, and blue gets rid of poison. You can combine all 3 together to give you a super heal. That's all you need to know. I don't know if we're going to go through this door here. I don't think we will. It just takes you back out into that hallway. It's a little pointless. There is another item that I'm really never going to pick up, and it's the ink ribbons. It requires 1 ink ribbon to use the typewriter to save. So essentially, you have a certain amount of times you can save in the whole game because there's a certain amount of ink ribbons. Again, we won't be saving once, so you don't actually need to use any ink ribbons. But you will get a load of them. Pretty much anytime you find a new typewriter, if you click on it, I'm pretty sure it gives you 3. So Later games it's slight. I think RE2 I have a little harder time, but this, no. Not an issue. Out here we're going to meet Barry again, I'm pretty sure.
Barry!
Jill, what's going on? Any clues?
No, but something's wrong with this house.
Whoa, this hall is dangerous. Maybe it's better to secure our escape route first. There must be a back door somewhere. Let's try to find it first, shall we?
Okay, let's separate again.
Just a moment. I found something.
What is it?
It's a weapon. It's really powerful, especially against living things. Better take it with you.
But how about you, Barry?
I have this.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
The line, "it's really powerful against living things," is ridiculous. But he's not wrong. Pretty much means it doesn't do much against zombies, but almost every other enemy is pretty ridiculous. In that hallway there's also for Chris a little key. You can find little drawers you can open with a lockpick, but as Chris you need a little key. And this is Forrest, and he had a grenade launcher, or the bazooka. It's pretty great. He didn't make it though. He got wrecked hard. Oh my god, it triggered them. So yeah, there's Forrest. He's dead. I'm pretty sure he was part of Bravo team. We will find lots of little members of Bravo team scattered about. But we got the bazooka. It's ridiculously good. Annoyingly, if there's one type of ammo in it already, you can't swap it out for another type of ammo. The bazooka has just the grenade rounds in it. But if, say, we wanted to swap acid rounds, we would need to fire all of the grenade rounds, which is a little bit annoying. Also, Barry keeps running off, and there is a reason Barry runs off, but Jill was also fine with that, which I don't know why she's fine with running around the mansion alone. Up here we have 2 zombies, we only need to kill one of them. And there's a gem. We're also not going to use the bazooka, like, at all, for this whole episode. There's no need for it. It's a waste of your time. Save them bazooka ammos. Push this down. Weird. Do they explain? I don't think they even explain the Spencer Mansion or why it is the way it is in this game, which I find really weird. Why it's this weird puzzle mansion where you need emblems and crests to open doors, and there's weird like gem puzzles. It's not explained at all. It is in Remake. It's assumed that Spencer, the owner of Umbrella, was just weird and built this weird house, but here it's just a weird house. I also think as Chris there's 3 zombies here, but as Jill there's only 2. Jill is the slightly easier playthrough, mostly because you have more inventory slots, so there's less backtracking about, and you also get the bazooka really quick. I'm trying to remember what the other gun Chris gets is. Does he get an assault rifle? I may have made that up. I don't actually know. We want to kill these guys. Do we need to kill these guys, really? The ones downstairs we do. Anyone near a safe room, usually I make sure to kill so I can easily get back there. But we don't need to kill all of them. Unless you want to be a bit psychotic. We're coming up to another safe room. If you were playing as Chris, this would be the room you would meet Rebecca Chambers. She's part of Bravo team. She's one of the 2 protagonists in RE0. I think no one liked Rebecca. Well, I think fans like Rebecca, but I don't think the people making the game massively like Rebecca. She doesn't really show up ever again. Obviously, she shows up in RE0, but that's about it. These vitamins and serums will become useful later. We will need to run back here. They may be the only ink ribbons I collect in the whole game. We will also eventually... I will just leave my inventory to get a bit messy. I'll organise that off screen. You don't need to see me. Annoyingly, you can't combine things in the item box. You need to put them in your inventory and then combine them and put them back. This episode is sponsored by Umbrella. I mean them. Obviously it was them. In association with the Arklay Mountain Rangers. Their note just says, "Do not call us. Have you seen what is in their mountains? Hell no." Okay, that's fair enough, I guess. We're now going to go on a little bit of a zombie killing rampage. Just headshots all day. We have to run through this place a load of times. There's not obviously only zombies in the mansion. They will turn into other enemies. We also get some cool notes later on that talk about like how people transition into zombies, and I really enjoy those notes. Can we get in there? No. Carving of an armor key. I do not remember off the top of my head what each door is, or when you get keys for them. In that room is like the broken shotgun though, that Chris needs to... Oh god, I'm stuck. That Chris needs to get the actual shotgun. We had to take a bite. It's fine. We'll run past and go in here because I need ammo. I haven't got much left. But again, more rooms that Jill can just get in without needing a key. Clips. This is what I needed. Because we're low on ammo and I'm not using a bazooka for a normal enemy. That's a waste. What a waste of time. We got this book, which we'll just read it. Oh god, what a jump scare. Would have been a really good time to have a shotgun. Annoyingly, I don't actually read this book after this. I forget to do it. It's kind of important. I should have read it now. We will come back and read it later because I will remember that I forgot to, and it has something cool in it. Itchy tasty. Which we will come back for. I will remember. Do not worry. We're also nearing where we can get rid of this. Why have I still got the bazooka? I don't even know. We're getting close to where we can get rid of the chemicals. Which gets us another little crest. And we're also going to run, I'm pretty sure, after we've killed these guys, we will run through that door. It takes you back to the dining hall where we drop the statue off the edge and we get the blue gem. I don't remember what it is. It's the blue gem, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and it will allow us to get a little item. The zombie, obviously Barry shot, is gone. I haven't got to worry about it. We can run down to the corpse and get a clip off of it, which I'm pretty sure we'll do. If you obviously aren't playing as Chris, you start the game with just a knife, and if you meet that zombie and then run back into here, it wanders back in that hole. But Barry headshots it and takes it out, meaning you haven't got to worry about killing it. It's just, Jill is definitely easy mode. I'm not sure if... Yeah, here he is with his head gone. Kenneth? I'm not sure if it's ever quite as drastic as this again, with the differences in characters. I know in RE0, Rebecca is weaker than Billy is, but Billy doesn't know how to mix herbs, if I'm not crazy. RE2, I'm not sure if there's any massive differences between Leon and Claire other than the guns they get. There's only like one playable character in 3. Well, not all the time, but Jill is pretty much the main character. Is there a difference between Chris and Shiva in 5? I'm not sure. I don't remember. But this is like the most drastic difference between the two characters. And we have the wind crest. Is it the wind crest? It is the wind crest. With a cartoonish cloud. We will eventually get the red gem. To put it in the other eye. And you get a very good weapon. A very good weapon. The other zombie in this room will be one of the few I just run past because it's such a wide room. You can just leave him. And he's gone. And this is the room we use the chemicals. I'm not really sure, like there's plants. There's like a big tentacle plant in the middle of the room. If you try and walk past it, will attack you. There's a boss later on called Plant 42. I'm not sure if they're connected or this is just another plant that's been affected by the T-virus. I'm not sure. For some reason it wasn't let me put the chemicals in straight away and I got really worried that I was wrong. There you go, you turn it weird and it kills the plants. These living weeds. And then there's also a bunch of green and red herbs here. Not a bad idea to run backwards and forwards. We're not far from the safe room and just grab a bunch. But behind this, it's really a weird perspective. But as you go to get the key on the wall, which I'm not doing, as you go to get the key on the wall, if you look behind, you can see like a shield, like a statue with a shield in. It's a place you can get later through a little secret room. But it's taken me, obviously, until this playthrough to realise that that's where that is. Like, it must be like a clear wall. Like a plastic wall. With a key on it. That lets you see into a secret room. It's really weird. We're just combining some herbs. I don't really, like, you must, like, grind them up and put them on a bit of paper. I don't know what Jill does when she's out of work, but so yeah, behind is like a little emblem. It's weird. It's a weird wall. Don't understand it. Once if you check the keys, it will tell you what. This is the armor key. Again, I do not know where they all go. And now we can open a bunch more of the mansion. If I remember where I'm going. Probably don't. We're going to probably run back and put some stuff in the chest. Again, most of the time I will cut out the times I run back. I'll tell you the overall time it took me at the end. But, by zombie. But this is a lot of this game. Unless you're like super confident that you won't need the herbs and stuff, you will spend a lot of time running backwards and forwards to rooms. Hey, that's one of the armor key. I didn't realise I left that guy there. You will spend a lot of time, so clearing out pathways to safe rooms, usually the best idea. We have 2. We have the wind, and we've already put in the star, the sun emblem. No crest. I don't know. It's just dumb. There's 2 more. Do I remember where the next 2 are? I'm not sure. Not sure at all. Oh, yeah, I do. We need to play some Moonlight Sonata. We have to get to that Perspex clear room we saw a minute ago. In the dining hall, you probably saw like an emblem above the fireplace. We need to use that and do some mixing around. Are we going to kill this guy? No. Just running past. Think obviously this has the broken shotgun in. We don't need that. Also has a clip. It also has a chest of drawers, which you can use the lockpick to open. Again, as Chris, you need to use little keys you find scattered around. But Jill, master of unlocking. And you get some shells. They're very good to spot. They don't stand out. You might have to click around, which is why this game is a point-and-click adventure with guns. It is a carry-on. What was it called? They made a game called Sweet Home, I'm pretty sure, on the NES or the SNES, which was like a little horror game, and they wanted to make it something a bit more. Also, it carries on from the lineage of Alone in the Dark, a game that I do not like. I don't think there's a single Alone in the Dark game I enjoy. New Nightmare, that was called. And then New Nightmare on PS1. I'm not sure. Don't enjoy that game. Alone in the Dark on the third or the one on the PS3 and Xbox, don't massively enjoy. There's just Illumination, the 4-player co-op one, not very good. Don't like Alone in the Dark very much. So this is a little. Do I know where to push it? I don't. I generally don't know where to push it. I probably could have gone to the dining hall first, but you know, this puzzle is a lot more drawn out if you are Chris. It involves playing the piano. Chris doesn't know how to play the piano. So you get the sheet music for the song Moonlight Sonata. Nice. Jill knows how to play the piano, so she can just do the puzzle on her own. Chris does not, so he has to get Rebecca to do it for her. But she has to learn how to play it, so you have to run off and do some stuff while she learns to play Moonlight Sonata. It's just a little drawn out. Nice. But we can't actually go in there until we've got the... What am I doing? Oh, I was going to show you it. Yeah, you can kind of see the clear thing that was the other room. It's weird. I don't know why you'd have a secret door that you can see into. And then all that's in the secret room is an emblem. A golden shield emblem. But we need to go and get the crappy wooden one. Again, it's weird they never take the time to explain why this mansion is as weird as it is in original RE. You just accept that this is a strange, weird mansion. This is an item I remember picking up early on previous playthroughs and then just being stuck with it and regretting it. The thing that speeds up most playthroughs is just knowing when to pick up certain items. Later RE games even have like little trophies for never using an item box, which just means know when to pick things up and where to put them. I've never found those kind of playthroughs that appealing. I love the item box. Gold emblem. But it closes the door. What a trap. And then you just put the wooden one on. What am I doing? No. There we go. And this doesn't even actually complete the puzzle. You then have to put this in another thing that opens another thing. And it's ridiculous. Back to the dining hall. There's also a room as we come out of here which takes you to the kitchen. We can't get in there for a while. It's a long way away. To be fair, we've been to most major areas of the mansion. There's the hallway upstairs, there's a room we haven't been in, but most major places we've been. Again, this game took me forever when I was younger, but it's a very short game once you know what you're doing. Is this even an emblem? Does this even give you an emblem? I don't even remember. Or, no, it's a key. There's another key. Don't even know what key it is. Let's have a look. It's a shield key. Of course it is. So many dumb keys. There is also something in this that I don't think is in any other of the RE games. There are multiple endings. I think there's 8 in total, maybe. There's at least 2 for each character, but I think there's more for like little deviations. They're affected by choices you make. For Jill, you obviously meet Barry a lot, but there is a point later on where Barry asks you to wait for him. Depending on if you wait for him or not, changes the ending. And then you meet him again, and are asked if you want him to come with you, and if he or you will take the lead. That also changes the ending. It leads to like some characters dying, some surviving, whole other little boss fights. It's pretty good. With Chris, it's about saving Rebecca. I'm pretty sure RE3 has, like, I can't even remember what they're called, like action moments or something, which you can change tiny things that Jill does. RE2 obviously changes depending on what character you start with and if you play the second, like Leon A, Claire B, those kind of things. But I don't think any of the others have any effects depending on your choices. We'll show off 2 endings in this playthrough. Again, it's not hard to run through, so it's not. I was thinking of doing a Chris playthrough as well alongside, but not. We're going to play after this remake. I love this crawling zombie. Just trying to get you. Go away, Ingribben. We're going to play remake pretty much straight after this. So we're going to play as Chris in the remake, just so you can see everything. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm not just gone. I'm holding in a sneeze. It's still coming. This is ridiculous. My sneeze is like this zombie, slowly crawling towards me. Ridiculous. My nose is on fire. We don't need all these herbs, but I want them. I want them. I need them. I think we'll use 3 or 4 healing items the whole game. We generally have more than we will ever need. I don't know why I'm so paranoid that I need all these herbs, but I want them. I said that in later RE games there are ranks depending on if you use first aid sprays, the number of saves, the time it takes to beat the game. This, I'm pretty sure it's based, the only 2 factors are time and number of saves, and they will unlock different, some costumes, as well as an infinite rocket launcher. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it's an infinite rocket launcher. If you do the game fast enough. The dogs in this room just stay in here, but you can run past them. Let's see if we can see their weird googly eye. Give me the googly eye. No. No, can't see it. Where there's another door we came to earlier. To the left of us here. You don't need to come out here. All that is out here is herbs. So many herbs. But there's also a load of dogs that will jump you. I know we're looking for a way out, but I feel Jill could jump that fence really easily. But yeah, there's a load of herbs. Not needed. You will take more damage trying to kill all the dogs than the health you will gain. But always make sure to unlock every door you can, because the keys will automatically be removed from your inventory, which just frees up some space. And it also lets you know that you've been everywhere you can go. Back here, I don't think there's anywhere else. Nope, there's nothing in here. That's the helmet key that you don't get until you go to the guardhouse. Maybe. There's multiple areas in this mansion. There isn't like a little garden, a little outside garden, and then there's the guardhouse, and there's also another place. But you know, it's weird that there's like scientist zombies everywhere. We're gonna do a lot of back and forth here, because obviously we've got quite a few keys that we don't really want in our inventory, but we're gonna have to unlock as much as we can. There's a few pickups. We also still haven't got the map for upstairs, which we will be using the lighter, but I don't actually remember, where do you get the lighter from? I think it's upstairs in one of these rooms. I don't remember. There is a bedroom, which is it the only bedroom in the mansion? Yeah. I've just realised that this massive bedroom, there's one bathroom and one small bedroom in this entire mansion. That's crazy. I know who designed this place, but it's madness. This is the only bedroom, and it's not even like a king size bed, it's just two small beds. Very bizarre. There is one interaction with Barry that we won't get. I don't actually remember how you get it, but you can stumble across him talking to somebody. We won't get it. We got another red herb and a full inventory. Which, there is a place across from us. We won't be able to get the stuff in it at the moment because we haven't got room in our inventory. But there is a note in there, which I'm pretty sure we will read yet. I also really like this room in Remake. It's a cool little weird puzzle. Are we going to get the note, and am I going to give myself enough time to read it? That's a question we will have to ask ourselves. Researchers will. My dear Alma, the fact that you have received this letter is both a joy and a sadness for me. I could not even talk to you because of that guy in the sunglasses. Alma, be calm and read this. I think I told you that I moved to a pharmaceutical company's lab. The headhunted me last month. There was an accident in the lab and a virus. We were studying to escape. All my colleagues were infected by the virus. They're dead. To become accurate, they become the living dead. They still wander around. They knock on doors, desperate. God, it's all gone wrong. There's a virus. It takes away the human brain, the love, the joy, the sorrow, the fear, the humour. He's infected. Oh no. He's forgetting about Alma. So he's choosing a peaceful death rather than becoming the living dead. Within an hour, I have ended my eternal sleep. Goodbye, and forever yours, Martin Crackhorn. I really didn't plan. I read it in my head when I was doing it, but that's not planning for my tongue being tied. Foolish me. We can't actually get here until we lower the water level in that tank, which we can do right now, but we're not, because I'm stupid. But he did mention there's a guy in glasses who stopped him from leaving. Do we know a guy who always wears glasses, even in a very well lit room? We may. We're going to go this way because we can get the map and use the lighter. I think there's 2 places in the whole game you can use the lighter. Becomes a much more effective tool in Remake, but in this there is 2 places you can use it. And the second one is dumb as hell. Nice. Map. How this works? I don't know. Who planned for this to be the way you get the map? Also, do not know. But it's cool as hell. We are going to run back and drop off some herbs. And the lighter, maybe? I don't know. I don't know anymore. We'll see what happens. Depends if we teleport around, you'll know I've made a very obvious edit and we'll have dropped things. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'll skip showing you me running into the room and stuff. So we're back up. See? The wonders. You don't have to see me walking downstairs. What a wonderful time to be alive. So we can't move this. It's too heavy. Because it's got some water in it. But we can find a little switch in this collection of bugs that then does lower the water. Nice. Also, I remember this puzzle being more integral to the game. It's not. It's not. It's actually not really needed. It only gets you something quite small. Thought it was something else. It's just some grenade rounds. So yeah, not much. I'm keeping the keys because we will soon open the final door with the keys, and then they'll be gone from our inventory anyway. So now we need to go to the one final room. It's in the connecting hallway, and it's gonna use the armor key. I just went down to drop off the grenade rounds. You didn't need to see me do that. I'm trying to remember it. It's not the arm. Is it the armor key? It is the armor key. Okay, there's 2 rooms. God, I'm so bad at this. This is a really easy puzzle. You can see some vents on the floor and a switch on the floor. If you press the button, gas will come out through those vents, so just block them. But you have to be careful not to accidentally step on the button. Very simple. This is also used later on in the game as well. You'd feel something would happen with the knights, right? Like, something would happen with them, but no. There's a switch. Oh, can you not do it by just treading on it? I thought you could. Maybe I'm mad. Maybe it's the one later on you can get by accidentally treading on it. I don't know. It's not like I'm making a guide or anything. We get the next crest. It's the sun crest. We need one more crest, which we have to fight a boss to get. Ominous music in this empty hallway. So I think this is the final one for the armor key. Yeah, I love that it lets you get rid of it. Thank you. So we have another STARS member in this room. Just hanging out, having a great time.
Richard, what happened?
Oh, Jill, this house is dangerous. There are terrible demons. Ouch!
You're wounded. What kind of demon attacked you?
It was a huge snake, and also poisonous.
Poisonous? Oh no. Richard, hold on.
There is serum. Oh no, I should have brought some with me.
No problem. I'll go and get it.
Thanks.
With those wounds, I don't think it's the poison that you have anything to worry about, you know? Ridiculous. But anyway, this has been Resident Evil Part 1. Come back next time, and we're going to go and save him by getting some serum. Check the channel out for the rest of the week for other stuff, and find me in other places. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.